Hey everyone, I'm building a Hugelkultur. So I had these raised beds that were about 8 to 10 inches high, and they weren't really producing, they weren't really retaining a lot of moisture even with mulch. So I'm deciding to give a Hugelkultur a shot. Hugel means mound or hill in German, and culture means culture means culture. So what you do is you bury wood, cover it with compost and mulch, cover that with additional compost, and you just end up with this hill, and then the hill releases moisture and nutrients as the wood disintegrates. So right now I have my trench dug out, not really a trench, but a flat spot. I pulled up the weed barrier, nasty weed barrier that's not really necessary. So the Hugelkultur can communicate with the soil below. And my next step is to pile up wood here, and then I will layer on yard debris, compost, and then finally top it with dirt and compost. All right, wish me luck. Okay, here's the wood layer in the Hugel mound, or Hugelkultur. Using some scrap hardwood from a local wood store. It appears to be oak, so no wood you don't want in there, like cedar or black walnut. Some scrap wood on top, and then also the sides of the raised beds, which were just dug for 2x6s. Okay, now I'm gonna put in a layer of yard debris, woody yard debris, and I'll show you the next level. All right, woody debris has been added. Some compost that's processing has been added. Next step is to add in dirt that was previously in the raised beds, and then top off with some compost. All right, so right now I'm soaking the whole thing down. This is one of the last opportunities to get moisture in without having to wait for rain or a lot of additional watering. I'm also hoping that this helps tamp it down a little bit. So basically I'm just leaving the hose running for quite a while. Really gonna flood this guy to get some water in there and hopefully get the wood wet as well. It's naturally going to be a damp environment because it's buried, so that should do a lot for me, but this is just a way to jumpstart the moisture in here and hopefully jumpstart some of the wood and some of this plant matter to decompose. Okay guys, here it is, the first layer of dirt on it. This was dirt that was shoveled from raised planter that was actually an old filing cabinet on its back behind here. So you're seeing it's starting to take shape. We're gonna end up with about 4 feet wide, and I'm hoping 3-ish feet tall. So that should happen as more material gets added here. And then this back side, that bin right there, it's an upside down planter bin. That's protecting some tulips. And then this board that's sticking up, that's protecting a water outlet thing. So I'm gonna kind of build around that. And the water outlet thing is for roof rainwater catchment. So eventually when I have the time, I'll need to plumb that up. But here we go, and I'm gonna start burying this side. Here's some old broccoli and what's it called? Brussels sprouts that I pulled up. This is actually a couple years old, so I'm just gonna bury this on here and see if it starts sprouting up out of the dirt. So we shall see. A lot of shoveling to do, a lot to get done today, so wish me luck. Bye. Hi. Okay, I've been working on this all day. Here's what I ended up with. So these green clumps you're seeing at the end are some strawberry transplants. I know they don't look that great. I took them from the raised bed. I'm gonna see how they do. But I ended up with a structure that's maybe 10 feet long all in all, and about 3.5 feet tall, and they say I'm gonna lose about 30% of the height in the first few months, probably by spring. So we'll see that come down a little bit, and I think I'll keep trying to make it narrower so the top's easier to access, so I don't have to lean in that much. All the stuff along the edges, I just planted some grass seed. I hand spread it, and then put some organic compost, organic potting soil on top of that grass seed. So the idea is I'm going to have grass going all the way up to the edge of this, and then what I'll do is I'll just plan to. I have a seed pack coming. I'm going to plan to plant some winter cover on this. It's August 31st right now in Portland, Oregon. So we'll be able to start some cover crops. It's like a mix of vetch, red clover, a pea, and I think a grass. So we'll see how that does. But I'm really excited about this, really happy about this. I'm getting some square footage of lawn back. I have a toddler. I didn't like the edges of the raised beds as like a head hazard, and then also pretty excited to have that square footage back and kind of a climbing structure. I know probably there's going to be compaction issues if a toddler's climbing on the Hugel mound, but you know, you only live once, guys. All right, bye.